Some people are saying this new model is too soft and too squidgy, but I'm not one of them. The fact is that last year we showed the two-door coupe version was way faster round a track than its rivals from Audi and Mercedes. And now your children can have their spleens crushed as well, because this is the new four-door version. It has the same equipment as the coupe we tested. It has the same butch front end, and despite the extra weight, the performance is almost identical as well. Of course, with the 2 extra doors and a bigger boot, incidentally, you would expect the saloon to be more expensive than the coupe, and it isn't, actually. This is 49,000, so it's 1,400 quid less. This, then, is a brilliant car. The obvious choice for the family man who has a light, but wants to keep it under his bushel. Or is it? Because now there's a new kid on the block. This, the Lexus ISF. Now, driving a Lexus has always been like sitting in a bucket of warm wallpaper paste reading a Jane Austen novel. But with this one, they claim they've built an M3 killer. It's certainly very high-tech. For instance, it has a sport vehicle integrated management system, whatever that is, and airbags for your knees. What's more, full lock-up control is used in second gear without the tongue converter. Jane Austen could only dream about such things. Happily, however, most of this Japanesey PlayStation stuff is buried under a wall of brute force and noise. It has a massive 5-litre V8 engine, which produces about the same amount of power as the M3, but more torques. It is, however, 100 kilograms heavier. So let's see how the two of them get on in a drag race. Eventually, the heavy Lexus would win. Because while the BMW is limited to 155 miles an hour, the ISF will keep going all the way to 168. It is a quick car, but what happens when you show it some corners? As you can see, I'm now behind the M3, which is being driven by touring car racer Tom Chilton. So let's see if he can get away from me. This is so completely out of character for a Lexus. It's like Mr. Darcy coming out of the lake and then machine gunning a fluffy kitten for fun. Hard on those brakes. These brakes are good too, I've got to be honest. Understeer just kills everything. The weight coming out, you see, he's already got 100 yards on me. That BMW must be exciting. Look what it's done to his hair! So much harder because this is just not quite as composed as the Beamer. So what about price? Well, the Lexus is £1,000 more than the BMW, but it comes with more stuff as standard, so it is slightly better value. The Lexus also has slightly more space, a slightly bigger boot, and a dashboard from the pages of science fiction. On paper then, and on the track, this really does seem like it could be an alternative to the BMW. But it isn't. Firstly, it has 8 gears, and that's too many, because it's always changing its mind. Then there's the styling. The normal IS is a fine and handsome thing, but with all its puffed up bits and pieces, this is a bit of a mess, and those tailpipes are fakes. There's more. This may have more torques than the BMW, but they're all at the top of the rev range. And that's like putting them really on the top shelf in the kitchen. You can never really reach them. They're never there. The worst thing about the Lexus, though, is the way it rides. The BMW manages to be sharp and comfortable. This doesn't. It's hard. Really hard. When you're driving normally, a sports saloon should soothe your brow, not attack it with scissors. To sum up then, the Lexus does a lot of things brilliantly. But the BMW, that does everything brilliantly. In the past, you had to be a cock to buy one. Now, though, you're a cock if you don't.